All right, so video number 3 for chapter 10, we're going to go over one more hypothesis test for a proportion. In August 2002, wow, 47% of parents with children in the K-12 were satisfied with the quality of education that students were receiving. A recent Gallup poll found that 465 of 1,013 parents with children in grades K-12 were satisfied with the quality of education. Is there enough evidence to say that there has been a change? All right, so let's get started. So let's talk about the overall parameter that we are looking at. We are looking at the proportion of K-12 parents that are satisfied with their care. And our statistic in this sample, satisfied, sorry, one extra one. All right, so in our sample, here's what we ended up with. We ended up with 465 out of 1,013, and we are looking at, that is 465 out of 1013, is right around 45.9%. All right, now looking at this, somebody might be very anxious to say, hey, it was at 47%, and now after I did a poll of 1,013 parents, now we're all the way down at 45.9%. Hey, there's a decrease. Yeah, let's go ahead and publish it. Not so fast. Let's go ahead and actually do a hypothesis test on this. All right, so for our null hypothesis, let's go with this. Let's go with, hey, the proportion, maybe we just had a bad sample. Our proportion is right at 47% as what we are expecting. Now for our alternate hypothesis, looking at our data, it is looking like this proportion has decreased, has gone down from 47%. Public faith in education is decreasing. That is our alternate hypothesis. And this is not very important, so I'm going to go ahead and set a significance level and alpha level right at what we're expecting, 5%. Now, there are instances where you would want to change this. Anything regarding medical research, 5% is not good enough to say that there's been a change. You better be 100% confident, and you can't be 100% confident, but you could set the significance level at 1% or 0.5% or 0.1%. You could set that very, very low. All right, let's go ahead and find our p-value. So we are expecting right at 47%. All right, and our standard deviation is our square root of PQ divided by N, PQ over N. All right, looking at this, the probability of being satisfied with their kids' education is right around 47%, meaning that the probability of not being satisfied is right at 53%. And the total number of people sampled in this is 1,013, kind of a random sample. Couldn't just make it 1,000. I guess we're going with 1,013. And we're looking at, we have the test statistic right at 45.9%. That's going to be down here, 45.9%. And then we are looking at the probability that we are lower than that. We're looking for that p-value. All right, we are ready to look this up on Desmos. So we have a normal distribution. We are centered around 47%. For accuracy, I'm actually just going to type this in here. We have 47% times 53% all over 1013. All right, cumulative probability. Looking at this, we are looking at our left endpoint is going to be negative infinity, and we're looking all the way up to 45.9%. Now for accuracy, I'm going to go ahead and type in this. This is just an approximation. Don't use that number. You might be off by a little bit. So here we go. We have negative infinity all the way up to, what was it, 465. 465 all over 1013. Ooh, and here's our p-value, 24%. That is definitely higher than 5%. So this is not very convincing evidence. Yeah, this is not very often, or yeah, this is less than 50%, but there's still a 24.2% chance of this happening. Oh, come on, that's not that rare. In order for this to be significant, it'd have to be less than 5%. So yeah, this number is lower than what it was in 2002, but is it significantly lower? No, there is not enough evidence for that. So here we go. Here's our conclusion. I'll go ahead and type this a little bit larger. Because the p-value is over 0.05, there is not enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Now, I do want to be very, very clear. We didn't prove, please know that we did not prove that the proportion of people who are satisfied with education is 47%. We didn't prove that. We just said that there wasn't any evidence to say otherwise. Maybe we did another sample and then we were able to get convincing evidence. But based off of this sample, we didn't prove this. We just didn't have enough to say that it was any different. You can never prove a null hypothesis. It is only, hey, we don't have enough evidence to go against it. So our final conclusion is this: because the p-value is over 0.05, there's not enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis.